Well, look at there. About a week and a half ago, I was walking in the park and I wasn't looking where I was going. I was walking my dog and I mashed my face. You can see here and here. And I wound up having to have 3 stitches and it was bleeding all over the place. But my friend, my lawyer I knew was nearby, his office was, and also a friend of mine. I instantly called them and within 15 minutes they were there and they zipped me off. My lawyer and he took one look at me and he said, "You gotta go to the hospital." I was bleeding all over. I mean, I was like a little scared actually. And so he knew this hospital is where his daughter was born and it was 5 minutes away and we went there and this really cool doctor showed up and he gave me 3 really cool thin stitches. And when I was saying, "Can I have anesthesia?" and he said, "Look, the needle for anesthesia is thicker than the needle I'm going to use to sew you up." I went, "Oh God, Mexico." But he did do a local anesthesia for me. And I went home and rested for 2 days and I came to my senses because I was about to buy a house and we had been having some difficulties with the seller, mainly that we were never able to get a hold of her. And we could only speak to her niece or her brother. And we've gone through all the moves because when you buy in Mexico, it's not like the United States. Everything's the buyer's responsibility. And so the lawyer had been taking care of all this paperwork, part of which was we needed to get identification from her. The ID she had sent us was expired U.S. passport, and she was Mexican. Well, it turns out that she was, we're told, disabled. And also that when I agreed when they said they wanted to be paid in cash and I agreed to it, I thought they meant, I was going to transfer money from my account to their account. But no, they meant I was going to bring in dollars, thousands of dollars from the United States to Mexico, which is, by the way, illegal. And I went, "Done." I can't do that. He said, "You're right, you can't do that." And then he also said something, because he's young, he's like 30, he said, "I don't know why you're buying a house anyway, you're 82, reminding me of my immortality. My mortality. Immortality is like for somebody else. And I said, "Well, you're right." So I spent 2 days on the internet looking for a rental and a place that I'd always wanted to rent in, a little private community right sort of in the center of Ensenada, which has beach access, was available. And it was a rainy, horrible day. And the agent said, "I can show it to you now." And I said, "Oh, how bad is the rain?" He said, "Well, I can't say it's great." I said, "Well, can I do it tomorrow?" And he said, "Okay." Anyway, he told me to come that day. And I went, "I'll drive slow." And I went and I saw it and I gave him the deposit instantly. It was just a cutest little house. So now, having been in the theater and being saved from making a terrible mistake, well, I never would have paid cash. That was a real deal breaker when I realized what they meant. I was in the theater, so in a way I feel like, well, I'm striking the set, as you can see. There's boxes here, and we're getting things ready to move. I'm striking the set. That's what you do when the play is over. You strike the set, you take it down. And I'm getting ready to construct a new set. Well, to bring in the props. That's what I think of the chairs and everything is a prop. And I'm delighted that this has worked out. You know what I honestly say? I'm quite spiritual, although not religious. And I always feel that the universe has better plans for me than I've ever had for myself. And whenever I've been disappointed, "Oh, what happened? Why didn't I?" Something better came along. And in this case, I didn't have a chance to say, "Oh, gosh." It was like 2 days later. So that's my story. And I think it's a good one. And I wanted to share it with you. And oh, yeah, watch where you're going. Bye.